Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Short on time, jump into this quick 15-minute power yoga flow to get your body moving and warmed up. Just because you're short on time doesn't mean you have to sacrifice that daily workout. You deserve that feeling of accomplishment. So grab that mat and let's get started. We're going to begin in child's pose. So bring your knees apart, your feet together. We're going to get our belly down between those thighs and reach those arms out front. Bring that forehead to the mat and let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale and exhale. One last deep breath in. And let it go through the mouth. And then we're going to lift the head. We're going to shift up into our tabletop. Bring the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to start with a nice little arch in the back. Lift the head. And then exhale, round through the back. Push through the tops of the feet. And then again, inhale, arch to the back. Lift the head. And exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And then let's find our neutral spine. Level out the back. Looking at your thumbs on the floor. Extend the right arm to the front of the mat. Left leg straight up. Flex the feet. And then bring the hands and knees to the floor, shifting your body to the opposite arm, opposite leg, left arm, right leg, flexing that right foot. Now we're going to bring the hands and knees back to the floor. Extend the right arm, left leg. Point your left toe, pull that left shoulder away from the ear. Now we're going to bring some movement here. Bring the elbow and the knee to meet under the belly. And extend in and out, warming up the core, bringing heat to the body. In and out. Hold on this number 4. Breathe. Lift the leg. A couple pulses on that left leg. Squeezing that glute. And then hands and knees to the floor. Extend your left arm, right leg. Point that right toe. Elbow to knee. And extend, elbow to knee, extend, elbow to knee, extend. Last one. Extend and hold. Little pulses on that right leg. Squeeze that right glute. And then hands and knees to the floor. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck your toes. And then lift to a downward facing dog. Then pedal out your feet. Walk your dog. Get things moving, move those hips. Now we're going to bring the feet about hip distance apart. You're going to go up on the toes, and then I want you to drop your hips to the right and pivot onto the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left, so your feet are staggered. The right toe is behind the left heel. Now push your hips up for a nice twist, feeling that stretch to the left side of the body. And then slowly twist back to center. Realign, pull those shoulders away from the ears. Up on those toes, pivot the hips to the left. Staggering the feet, push the hips up. Nice stretch in the right side of the body. And then come back to center. Now from here, walk the feet in a little closer together. Bend the right knee, push the left heel to the floor. Flex your right foot and then extend it up, 3-legged dog, keeping those hips level. Bend your right knee, pull the knee to the nose, little rounding of the back. Place your right foot between your hands. Pivot onto the left foot, find warrior 1. All the way up. Breathe, and then go ahead and touch your palms together. and then pull them apart wide, cactus arms. Bring your palms together, peel your back heel off the floor, lower your hips. Find your crescent lunge, arching through the back, reaching the palms to the back of the mat. And then bring your left hand all the way to the floor next to your right foot. Twist your body towards your right thigh, reach your right arm up to the sky. Now we're going to bring the hands to the floor, step back to plank. Nice and strong. You're welcome to be on the knees if you would like. Rock onto the toes if you are on your feet, and chaturanga, elbows in, lowering down, belly to the floor, untuck the toes, upward facing dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Then breathe, send those hips up and back, find your down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now you're going to press your right heel into the floor, bend your left knee, extend that left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, pull the knee towards the nose, hovering the foot over the floor in a rounded plank. Bring your left foot between your hands, right foot on the floor, come up to warrior one, where you just switch sides. Bring those palms together, and then turn the palms to the front as you bend the elbows into cactus arms. And then bring the palms all the way together. Peel your back heel off the floor, lowering your hips. Send the arms up to crescent lunge, arching through the back. Now you're going to take your right hand all the way to the floor. Send yourself back into a low lunge. Reach your left arm up, twisting basically your right shoulder towards your left knee. Now we're going to bring both hands to the floor, finding your plank. Getting warmer. We're going to rock onto the toes or your knees, and chaturanga, and then upward facing dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Deep breath in here, out through the mouth. Step, hop, or walk. Both feet forward, but I want you to bring the big toes together, squeeze the knees, Utkatasana, come up to chair. Sitting up nice and tall through the upper body, reaching those arms up, biceps next to the ears, hips back. Bring the palms together to heart space. Take a step up, come up, step back with the left foot coming to warrior two, reaching those arms forward. Hopefully you're getting warm now. Bring your right forearm to the right thigh, left arm to the sky. You could take this as deep as you like. Maybe you drop your right hand to the floor on the inside, lifting that left arm up. You can even bend the elbow, bring the hand behind the back. We're not going to bind today because there's no time, because we're going to move back to a plank, bringing both hands to the floor. And again, rock on, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. And breathe. Good. Bend those knees, step, hop, or walk. Again, both feet forward. You're in forward fold. You're going to bend the knees, feet together, knees together, chair pose. Lifting yourself up. Bring those palms together. Now you're going to slowly rise up. Step back with the right, coming into warrior two. Arms to the front and back of the mat. Looking over your left fingertips. Bring your forearm to the thigh, right arm to the sky. Now you can go lower if you'd like. If it's in your practice, you can even bend your right arm, bring it behind the thigh. And then we're going to come back to plank. Bring the hands to the floor, step back. Nice and strong in a plank. Now from here, we're going to tuck those toes, really find that firm core. Shift back to your downward facing dog, and then back to plank. Now from here, we're going to lower, right elbow to the floor, then left to an elbow plank. Feel free again to be on the knees if you need. A little shift side to side. Finding your center, lowering your hips to the floor. Slide your hands next to the rib cage, pull those elbows in, tuck your chin slightly, maybe lifting the legs and barely touching the floor. And then hands to the floor, tuck your toes, tuck your chin, downward facing dog. Now from here, you're going to hop and cross those legs and have a seat, bringing the feet out in front of you, fingertips behind you. Plant those hands, fingers facing the front, feet flat, open that chest. Reverse table, lifting those hips, opening up that heart. Now, if you'd like to add a little challenge, extend that right leg, looking at the ceiling, don't let the head fall backwards. Bring that foot down, extend the left leg. Bring that foot down. When you slowly lower your hips, send your hips all the way back between your hands. Sit up nice and tall, find your staff pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching for those toes. Take a deep breath in. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees. Reach the arms forward as you hinge backwards. If you scooted back like I have, feel free to scoot forward on your mat. Finding your boat pose, you can have the arms forward or hold on. You can float your boat or extend. And then we're going to bring some movement here, extending those legs. And then you're going to cross your legs, place your hands on the floor, lift your hips off the floor, and then place them back down. Come back to your boat. Now you're going to come back to the same thing, other feet, cross the feet the opposite way, lift, come back down. It engages that core, extend it up. 2 more times, cross and bring it up. Last one, extend, opposite foot in front, and lift, and then back to your boat. From here, we're going to roll all the way onto our backs, hug the knees, and then go ahead and place the feet on the floor, hip distance apart, walk your feet in, reach your fingertips towards your heels or your ankles. Now we're going to lift to a bridge, lengthening through the spine. Shift your weight into the right leg. Extend that left leg straight out so the knees are in alignment. And then draw that leg all the way up. Flex the heel. Slowly lower that leg towards the floor. Point the toe and then bring it in. Place it back on the floor. Hips are still up. Extend, switch sides so your weight goes into the left leg. Extend the right. Lift that leg all the way up. Flex the foot, the right foot. Slowly lower all the way down. Point the toe, draw it in. Notice if the hips are sagging towards the earth, lift them up. Knees in, and then slowly lower your hips all the way to the floor. We're going to hug the knees in. Give them a squeeze. Hug that right shin. Extend the left leg to the front of the mat. Pull the left knee in, extend the right leg. Now you're going to extend the left leg to the sky, straight leg, hold behind the thigh, or you can hold higher up on the calf. And then you're going to lift your right leg up as you let your left leg go. Switching sides. And then hug both knees into the chest, pull them apart, bring the knees back together. Extend the feet to the floor, arms overhead, then extend the legs straight, full body stretch. Sweep the arms around, pull the knees back in. Roll yourself all the way up. Find a seated posture, cross-legged Sukhasana. Lifting and lengthening, ending a little differently. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the right hand to the floor, left arm overhead, nice little stretch. Inhale both arms up. Exhale to the left, reaching the right arm over. Inhale up, twist to the right, lifting and lengthening. Inhale up, Exhale all the way down, over to the left, back to center. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms. Exhale, palms to heart space. Thank you so much for joining me on this quick power flow. Namaste.